Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Elizabeth DeRoba. Luzerne County Police are attempting to identify the individuals shown on screen. According to police, the suspects are wanted in connection to reported retail thefts in Wilkes-Barre Township and Edwardsville. Edwardsville police say the two individuals stole over $3,000 worth of items from the Edwardsville Price Chopper on multiple occasions. The two suspects also allegedly stole over $1,000 worth of medicines from the Wilkes-Barre Township Wegmans on May 19th. Anyone with information regarding the identities of the suspects is asked to contact Edwardsville Borough Police at 570-288-6484. Pennsylvania State Police in Hazleton have released the results of their Operation Nighthawk initiative. Operation Nighthawk was an initiative that ran from Friday, May 17th through Sunday, May 19th, and sought to reduce the prevalence of drinking and driving. During the initiative, state troopers worked with municipal police officers to launch roving DUI patrols and lead classroom instruction and workshops regarding the dangers of drinking and driving. With the help of several local police departments and the Pennsylvania Game Commission, officers were able to conduct over 1,000 traffic stops and issue over 300 traffic citations. Officers also arrested 91 intoxicated drivers and made 33 arrests for controlled substances. Governor Josh Shapiro joined state officials and statewide tourism leaders on Monday at PNC Field in Music to unveil Pennsylvania's new state tourism brand. Pennsylvania, the Great American Getaway, is a new summer travel marketing campaign that encourages more people to travel across and visit the Commonwealth. The campaign is aimed at those within close driving proximity to major hubs along the East Coast, including New York City, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. Shapiro said that Pennsylvania is a premier weekend destination, providing unique experiences within the state's main streets and small towns, historical sites, state parks, and much more. The Great American Getaway campaign is part of the governor's economic development strategy, which is expected to generate $76 billion and support over 486,000 jobs a year in Pennsylvania. More information on the new campaign can be found at visitpa.com. Coming up on WYLN News, Mayor Jeff Cassat announces an upcoming paper shredding event in Hazleton. Plus, 2 free little libraries come to James Street Park. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Alexander Bonomo. I'm 12 years old, and tomorrow's WYLN forecast is partly cloudy.
Weather Kids is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Welcome back to WYLN News. Mayor Jeff Cassat has announced an upcoming paper shredding event in Hazleton. The event will be held at City View Park from 1 o'clock p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. on Thursday, May 23rd. During the event, Hazleton City residents will have the opportunity to shred documents that contain personal or sensitive information such as social security numbers, credit card information, and bank account numbers. To participate, residents must show proof of residency. Participants are also limited to 3 boxes of documents per person. Magazines, newspapers, plastics, CDs, and cardboard will not be accepted. A new attraction has come to James Street Park in Hazleton. Among the playground equipment and trees, visitors can now also find 2 little free libraries. Each library is filled with free books that can be enjoyed by the community. The plain wooden box includes books for adults, and the red box contains books for kids. The little free libraries were donated by members of the community. Visitors are encouraged to take a book and leave one for future guests. James Street Park is located on the 700 block of James Street in Hazleton. The Luzerne County Historical Society is inviting the public to the opening of a new exhibit. The exhibit is called Luzerne County Decides and will feature signs, buttons, ribbons, pins, photos, and portraits from Luzerne County local, state, and federal elections. The items in the exhibit date back as far as 1836 and span as far as 2016. Historical Society representatives say the exhibit is a great opportunity for the community to explore how political campaigning and advertising has changed over time. The exhibit will officially open with a free reception at 5 o'clock p.m. on Friday, May 31st. Housed in the Luzerne County Historical Society Museum, the exhibit will remain open to the public until January 1st. The museum is located at 69 South Franklin Street in Wilkes-Barre and is open 11 o'clock a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. on Saturdays. For more information, you can call the Historical Society at 570-823-6244. Coming up on Freeland's News Choice, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Ashland Part 2. Plus, we learn about the dangers of tailgating on Trooper Talk Tuesday. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
You're invited to Johnson College's Career and Community Resources Fair at their Hazleton campus on Thursday, May 23rd from 11 to 2. Meet some of the region's top employers and discover what community resources are available to you and your family. Join us and take the next step towards a rewarding and successful career. Come explore Johnson College's hands-on training programs Thursday, May 23rd. This free event is open to the public at Johnson College's Hazleton campus in the Humboldt Industrial Park.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, many people are calling my office asking more and more about our laser. So why don't you tune in this week to see more about what's going on with the cold laser at our office.
By the 1880s, Ashland was well entrenched as a coal mine community. One problem, however, with coal mining is that mine tunnels, being underground, tend to flood easily. One local company took the lead in devising the pumps to solve this problem. It had been founded in 1881 as Goyne Brothers and initially made general mining equipment. 2 years later, it switched to focusing on mine pumps to dewater mines. By 1911, the company had become one of the largest mine pump manufacturers in the country, creating over 250 different pumps, including large compound condensing duplex machines. It would later expand outside the coal business and open its own foundry. Today, the company still operates in Ashland under the name Ashland Foundry and Machine Works, continuing over a century of service to the area. Another downside to coal mining was that accidents happened very frequently, with coal operators paying little heed to their employees' safety while underground, while severe injuries were all too common. Those who had the money or weren't too badly injured could be sent to a major city such as Philadelphia for treatment, but all too often, miners were simply dropped back off at home and treated there if possible. Thus, the need for a regional hospital became quite clear to the Pennsylvania legislature. A law was subsequently passed in 1879 authorizing the creation of a hospital for injured miners. Land was chosen just above Ashland Fountain Springs, and construction on what was initially called the State Hospital for Injured Persons of the Anthracite Coal Region at Fountain Springs, the first hospital in Schuylkill County, began in 1880. True to its name, the facility at first would only admit injured miners, railroad workers, and textile workers in that order. The first patient admitted on November 14, 1883, was Shenandoah miner John Lucas, who had been injured at the Kohner Colliery in that town. It would be the early 1900s before the hospital would expand to admitting women and children, as well as those from other fields. A more modern building was built in 1967, at which time the hospital's name was changed to Ashland State General Hospital, and the original building was then torn down after over 80 years of service. The state divested ownership in 1992, prompting another name change to Ashland Regional Medical Center. It would change names one more time in 2006 to St. Catherine Medical Center Fountain Springs before the facility closed in April 2012 for mounting debt. The building stands empty along Route 61 today, a silent reminder of a century of caring for those in need. It was around the time the hospital went up that one of Ashland's native sons began what would be a prominent career in the church. Dennis Doherty had been born in town in 1865, the son of Irish immigrants. As a child, he worked as a breaker boy during summer vacations. At age 14, he applied for membership in the St. Charles Borromeo Seminary in Philadelphia. He was rejected as too young, but then allowed to study at another seminary in Montreal until he reached the proper age for admission. Doherty was ordained as a priest in 1890 and spent his first few years with the title teaching various courses at St. Charles's. Beginning in 1903, he would spend 12 years serving in the Philippines. In 1915, he would be recalled back to the United States to serve 3 years as Bishop of Buffalo. He earned his most prominent position in 1918 when he was appointed Archbishop of Philadelphia. He would hold that title for 33 years, during which time he opened the diocese's buildings as emergency hospitals during the 1918 influenza pandemic, and became known as the Great Builder for the numerous institutions he would set up throughout the city. All in all, 75 churches, 7 nursing homes, 7 orphanages, and 140 schools would rise in the Philadelphia era thanks to Doherty's vision. In 1921, Doherty received an even higher honor when Pope Benedict XV elevated him to the rank of cardinal. While he would miss the election of Pope Pius XI as pontiff the following year due to bad weather, he was later among the conclave that elected Pius XII to replace him in 1939. Cardinal Doherty died in 1955, and today rests in Philadelphia's Cathedral Basilica of Saints Peter and Paul. By the late 19th century, Ashland's sons were spreading out across the nation from the anthracite region. Several became quite prominent in their fields. One was industrialist Griffith J. Griffith, who had lived in Ashland from 1865 to 1873. He would amass a fortune in the newspaper and mining business, and despite serving 2 years in prison for non-fatally shooting his wife, left a lasting impact on Los Angeles, donating the land that became Griffith Park and allowing money from his estate to be used to build the Greek Theater and Griffith Observatory. Another well-to-do son was Emil Seidel, who was born in Ashland in 1864 and made his career in politics. Seidel would become the first socialist mayor of a major city when he was elected to lead Milwaukee in 1910, and 2 years later would be Eugene Debs' vice presidential candidate in the 1912 election.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in to another Trooper Talk Tuesday. I'm Trooper Anthony Petrosky, Trooper and Public Information Officer. Today I'm talking to you about tailgating. Yes, tailgating. Everybody can't stand when somebody's behind them tailgating. Now, what is it? What it means is the car behind you is traveling too close to you to where if you needed to stop, they would actually not have enough proper stopping distance and they would actually hit you, causing a crash. Now, if you are one of those people who tailgate, I'm going to tell you this, slow down. Make sure you allow a proper stopping distance, because in the event of a child or somebody running out into a roadway and the car in front of you has to stop quickly, you wouldn't be able to and you would cause a crash. You can be cited for that. It's a $25 fine plus cost. It ends up to be around $180 some. Okay? That's entirely too much for something that can be avoided. Allow at least a car length distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. This way it gives you proper stopping distance. Plus, if we're out, state police is out, and we see somebody following too close, tailgating, we can initiate a traffic stop just because we see it. So you don't want to meet us that way. Allow proper stopping distance, allow a car length distance between you and the vehicle in front of you, and you'll have no issues. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.